Why does the Smite player base hate Smite 2 so much?
Smite 2 just got announced yesterday, and it's already causing quite the stir in their community. If you were to take what Twitter is saying literally, the game is already dead on arrival. So if you're not familiar with Smite, it's a third-person MOBA with a ton of different gods that you play as. I played it a little bit back in the day, and I actually enjoyed it, but there were just so many other games that I was playing at the time, I just never...
Hey, I also played it when it launched, and a little bit even after that I tried it again. It was fun. It was fun. I remember the good old days of being Spider Mommy and just, latching on someone from the back and draining them of their sweet, sweet blood and whatnot. Good times. Good times. Then it got boring. Because, it does feel sameish. Smite's biggest problem is, if MOBAs can kind of get away with the idea that, this skill is the literal exact equivalent of these 20 other skills, Smite has slightly a bigger problem with that because everything does feel the same. A lot of things feel the same. And that's why a lot of people don't like Smite. Hey, and I understand if you're a Smite enthusiast, if you're a hardcore Smite player, you probably absolutely hate what I just said. But you hating it, you disliking it, does not mean that this is not a thing that a lot of people who try out Smite feel, and that's the reason why they don't play the game. It is what it is.
Never really invested a bunch of time into it, but the big controversy is that the vast majority of the skins that you purchased or earned in Smite 1 aren't being moved over to Smite 2. Now, Smite 1, initially released in 2014, was made on Unreal Engine 3. Smite 2, which is set to go into alpha testing, I think in the summer of this year, was built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5. On the frequently asked questions part of their website, the developers say that Smite 2 is a multi-generational leap from Smite 1, from UE3 to UE5. That means we have
That is true, though. That is absolutely true. If you have ever heard about those losers who do computer stuff and engine stuff and whatnot, all of them are gonna tell you in exactly the same intimidated child voice because they don't know how to convey human emotions, that the difference between Unreal 3 and 4 is huge. The difference between 4 and 5 is even bigger. And now you're going from 3 to 5, which is insane.
Completely rework or recreate every piece of content for it to function in Smite 2. There are currently over 1,600 skins in Smite, excluding mastery skins. To just port every skin to Smite 2 would take about 246 person years of work, and we couldn't do both that and make Smite 2 as amazing as we knew it could be if we focused on starting anew. So to make this transition a little better, Smite is offering what they're calling legacy gems, which I'll also quote from the facts section. I want to make sure I get all of this right.
That's, by the way, a decent excuse. I already know what their excuse was supposed to be, but hey, that's actually a reasonable and understandable excuse considering all things.
Right. For every gem that you've ever spent in Smite 1, free or purchased, you'll receive a legacy gem in Smite 2. Legacy gems can be used to pay for 50% of the price of most in-game purchases in Smite 2, so things like skins, battle passes, and events in Smite 2 will be half off until you spend all of your legacy gems. And if you purchase a Smite Founders Pack, your legacy gems will be doubled. As Smite 2's currency is changing slightly from Smite...
Ooh, man. You take away all of the skins, then you give something back and you're like, hey, here's 4x the value, which kind of seems good, right? But then they still tell you, hey, how about that founder pack, huh? How about it? It's 800% value, baby. Do you will not want it? Are you an idiot? It's 800% value. Buy it. And we're gonna double your gems. Dude, that's just scummy. That is absolute scum.
This ensures that you'll have the equivalent purchasing power. So you basically get a 50% discount on anything moving forward based on how much you spent in the last title, meaning every skin that you want to buy in Smite 2 will have a 50% discount. You still have to put more money into it, and this is what people are having a big problem with. Because your skins aren't transferring, people are freaking the fuck out, using comparisons to Overwatch and CS2 as reasons as to why all of the skins that they paid for and the thousands of dollars spent over the last 10 years should be honored and moved forward into.
Yo, Blizzard just doesn't care about the people playing Overwatch. Again, I have said this once, I'll say it again. If you're an Overwatch fan, admit it. You have to admit it. Blizzard could literally skin you alive and you would still just say, thank you, daddy, give me more, please. Because you're just that much of a pathetic punching bag. Dude, the people who are playing Overwatch 2 and saying it's a good game, it's enjoyable, are literally just punching bags. Like, their opinions don't matter. They can say Overwatch 2 is dead, cry all they want while they're literally buying the new $300 horse armor set, and there's no horse even in Overwatch to actually use it on. It is what it is. Like, the people playing Overwatch 2 are just absolutely pathetic punching bags. That's it. No respect, zero. It is what it is. And yeah, it is what it is. That's why Blizzard knew it. Blizzard knew that everyone left playing their shitty Overwatch game will absolutely take it up the behind if they do anything. So they did. They completely shafted everyone, and the Overwatch community just rolled over and said, yes, more, thank you. It is what it is.
To the new title. Their Twitter account has been spammed under every single post from gamers angry that their skins aren't being moved up 2 engine generations. This gamer here said,
I would also be angry.
All I read is spend more money, we don't care about your old skins, LOL. The fact that we're supposed to just give up hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of skins, plus to be expected to keep paying for more stuff in Smite 2 is genuinely delusional.
This is actually a really good summary point, honestly. Because, yeah, you have already spent imagine, you have already spent $100 on skins, and then those skins just get deleted, and in the new game you get a discount for, you know, a skin or two. But, you know, you're not recuperating the value by getting a discount. You're not actually getting your money back. You're still actively paying them. They're just creating an illusion of that you're paying less. Dude, this is literally like Destiny. You buy an expansion pack, and what does Bungie do? They remove the expansion pack from the game. Do they give you your money back? Hell no. They spit on you. It's great. These practices are absolutely wonderful.
You ain't making more money from me when you won't respect my money. This gamer here, big.
Now, the funny part is obviously all of these people are tweeting us, oh, I'm gonna leave. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're probably gonna keep playing Smite. Smite was never was never a peak contender of anything, honestly. Smite kind of, you know, carved itself a niche, true, but it wasn't that popular. So the people who are playing Smite literally have no other alternative. So they're gonna keep playing Smite. They can tweet all these negative, mean things all they want, but at the end of the day, they're still gonna just crawl back to Smite on their knees and kiss their feet and beg to be taken back. Unless gamers actually just don't play this game, don't give them money, nothing's ever gonna change. Grow a spine.
Dick Deviant says 50% discount isn't enough for the thousands of dollars we spent on this game. Real WRU says you guys are criminals. I want a refund for all the skins that I have purchased. And Dexteril here says, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna play Smite 2. I have over 1,300 skins, spent thousands. If they can't even port the skins over, there's no point. They're not even giving you the gems to buy them back. They're basically giving you legacy gems to buy a skin for 50% off. This user here just wants them to port all of the old models into Unreal Engine 5 without changing the graphics. The game will still function the same. You'll just see lower quality skins from UE3 and the new UE5 skins can coexist. Tell me you have zero clue about anything you're talking about. But I'm really curious as to what you guys think, because I'm kind of sitting here and like, I can definitely understand the frustrations from gamers. Like, you spent a bunch of money on this game, a new one's coming out, and like all your skins like no longer transfer over. Yeah, that sucks. But like, duh, like, is this not what we've been talking about for the last like 10 years on this channel? Microtransactions are a money sink. Like, you don't buy microtransactions if you're not okay with just losing them when the next games come out. Now, I know,
bro, you don't even buy a game nowadays if you're not okay with losing them. Remember when the Bethesda canceled their launcher and they told you, hey, you either reclaim this on Steam or some other place, or it's lost for you forever, sweet cheeks. We're giving you like 1 month. It is what it is.
I know a lot of people are making comparisons to Overwatch. Overwatch was literally regarded as like a 1.5. It was like
more like a 1.1. What did it add? Like, the people who are calling it Overwatch 1.5, what did it actually add? Nothing. Nothing.
People were pissed that it basically felt like a DLC, right? The engine difference there is like negligible. The game is essentially running.
I literally don't care about any engine differences at all. I'm a consumer. Do not try to tell me about engines. All I know is that they removed Mercy's ass from existence, and considering Diva is literally probably not legal, well, she's just gonna get a bigger ass now, because let's face it, everyone at Blizzard is purple-haired PDF file. And you know, it's true. Bobby Kotick literally left for 1 day, and they ruined Overwatch in a single day with their decisions. Tracer's ass, like, chopped off the chopping block, boys. It is what it is.
On the exact same engine. This is the first year that Modern Warfare allowed you to bring your skins forward, which was a cool thing, but Modern Warfare 3 has been destroyed in the online community for being a DLC and being not that much of an engine upgrade. So while
what's new?
They brought the skins over, the upgrade to it was negligible. This is taking models and skins and UVs and all of that from Unreal Engine 3, an engine that came out, what, 15 years ago? Upgrading to Unreal Engine 5, which I know would be a lot of work. On top of the fact that the game is...
I don't care how much... You know what I hate about commentary channels on YouTube? That they, oh, you don't understand, you're not a programmer. Yeah, I'm not a loser. I have a fucking life, dude. Go program me a sandwich, bitch. Okay? Bro, I don't care about your programming problems. Why do you think I care about the engine limitations? I don't. I'm a consumer. Either you make it good or I do not give a shit and I go away. It is what it is. Never try to tell me about engine limitations. Who cares? And certainly not I.
Is now being built from scratch on Unreal Engine 5. It would be a fuckload of work to be able to make this happen, but
still don't care. Literally not an argument.
The community is up in arms. So while I'm sitting here, like, I understand the frustration from gamers.
Well, to be fair, absolutely nothing a programmer ever tells me is an argument. You need to understand, I'm from finance, bitch. I literally tell you what to do, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the boss of the programmers tells, well, this cannot be done. He still gets bitch slapped by the board, by the CEO, by everyone, because finance told him to suck it. It is what it is. Programmers. God, you're such pathetic suckers. No one cares about programmers. Everyone's looking at you like absolute, like animals in a cage, because you are. Typically, you literally are not better than animals, by the way. Just being real with you, okay? Oh, man. I can't. It's just hilarious.
But I also think, like, if you spent thousands of dollars in microtransactions in a video game, that's kind of on you, right? But, like, I'm all for pro-consumer practices, But this just feels a little strange to me that people who bought skins back in 2015 expect those skins to be ported over to...
Of course they expect them to be ported over. Why not? Oh, it takes time? Well, you got all the time in the world, sunshine. Do it.
...to a new game. Even if you bought skins last year, or hell, even last week, you can still use them in Smite 1. You can still play them. You weren't scammed, but the calls that, like, Smite are criminals for working and rebuilding the game on a new engine and providing a free experience on a new engine, a sequel to bring new life to...
That's not my problem that they're providing a free experience. They chose to do that. I'm not gonna lick their feet because, oh, the game's free. Well,
the
stop.
game, and they are met with just an overwhelming amount of negativity because people who spent money and spent potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars on skins aren't going to have them in a sequel when they didn't even know a sequel existed at the time of purchase. I'm having a tough time defending the gamers here, but it's weird because on top of just seeing random...
I don't care. Dude. Hey, if there's... He's wrong. He's just flat out wrong with this take. You know why? Well, if there was no reason for this, then Smite 2 would not even give you the gems. But they're giving you the gems. They're giving you everything because they understand they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose a couple of players if they don't at least try to soften the blow. It is what it is.
Gamer faces bitch.
They sold them an online game that's supposed to run forever. That's what Smite was. That's what literally all the other games was. That's what Overwatch 1 was. An online game that's supposed to run forever. It is what it is.
About this online, I'm also seeing guys that I respect in the space, guys like Kira, talk about, you know, fuck this company, Smite about to make crypto bros feel vindicated. I don't know if that commentary even works either, because if all the Smite skins were NFTs, they still wouldn't work in the new game because you'd have to still do that work to make them function on the model.
Then make them function.
Models regardless. Like this, I don't think this makes crypto bros feel vindicated. I'm also just wondering, like, why people are as outraged as they are. Like, you bought skins in a game that still exists, a new game is coming out, and you just...
Well, it doesn't exist. That's obviously the thing. It doesn't exist. Smite 1 doesn't exist any longer. It's just Smite 2. Do you think Smite 1 is going to get updates now? No. Smite 2 is going to get all the updates. But Smite 1 no longer exists. It doesn't matter since Smite 2 comes out.
Just expect them to put all that work into transferring all of those skins over. That hasn't been the standard for a long time. Like, you can look at Overwatch 2 and Modern Warfare 3 and hell, even CS2. Yeah, they've done it. FIFA, every year, doesn't take anything that you purchase over. Like, that's not...
Yeah, but the players who play FIFA don't give a fuck. They literally don't care.
The standard. We've known this for years. And the thing is games like FIFA and fucking Call of Duty and Madden, they're a yearly release. Smite has been going on for 10...
Well, if something shit, it doesn't make other shits viable. Okay? If someone robs someone, it doesn't mean that someone has now the ability to rob everyone for free. Doing one bad doesn't mean that the other bad is allowed. Okay? If Call of Duty is doing these bad practices, it doesn't mean that we have to accept every other game doing these things. And we thankfully don't.
10 years. So you expect 10 years of work on skins to be ported over?
Yes. Yes. Without exception. I do not care why can't this be done is. I'm not even gonna listen to it. I expect all of it to be ported over. And if it's not, I'm mad. It's simple as that. I don't need excuses. I don't care about excuses. I don't care about the developers having a sick day. I don't care about this. I don't care about any of it.
To the new game, it feels entitled. And usually when I have these conversations, I'm on the fucking side of the gamer, because a lot of these companies are scummy companies. They're greedy companies. But I'm trying to figure out where Smite went wrong here. Like, maybe they didn't need to make a sequel, but like the way I see it is maybe they realized that, like, you know, 10-year-old code, potentially longer, on Unreal Engine 3 is just not going to hold up for what they want to do. They make a new game from scratch. They also offer you 50% discounts because you purchase.
Wow. Again, a 50% discount sounds good until you understand the fact that, hey, they sold you a house for 200K. Then they demolished the house down and gave you a gift coupon for $5 on your next house. Yeah, not so good, is it?
Purchase stuff before. I'm trying to figure out where their greed is coming from. A game that they supported, again, it's a free game for 10 years. Yeah, they have microtransactions for sure, but
then it's not a free game. Simple as that. If it's a free game, then why are people spending money in it? If it's a free game, bro, it's not a free game. Well, it is a free game if you don't buy anything, but hey, no game's free.
Those microtransactions are all just cosmetic skins, and like if you feel like you've been robbed of your thousands of dollars that you spent, even though you're using the skins in the game right now, like I don't really get it. If Smite 2 just like never existed and Smite dropped an update that just removed your skins, like yeah, you'd have a problem. But this is a sequel. Like, you bought skins for Smite 1, a game that's been in development and like support.
Well, this is a sequel for no other reason than they want money.
For 10 years. Like, to me, it would be like if I bought a skin in Rainbow Six Siege.
What do you think? That they made Smite 2 and they're not thinking that this is gonna make more money? Are you really that dumb?
For $1. And all of a sudden Rainbow Six Siege 2 gets announced 3 years from now, and I just expect all of those skins to transfer over. Like, no, this is the standard. This is what we've been talking about for years. This is why microtransactions and buying
it doesn't make the standard okay. Well, anyway, I'm done. I'm done. It is what it is. Big Fry TV. What a take. 10 out of 10. What a time to be alive. Anyway, this was Quizzer Said, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.